On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 68 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 27 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Murray now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. But Dave Owe in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Murray into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Now Jackson out to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on a catch and run.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Edmonds a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, 33 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Come on, let's go. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Murray now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rolling to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Isabella now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the slant complete to Green. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Murray's got to have this one. Caught on the slant. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson. And, CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
On first down, Dobbins, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And you think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
First down, Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Murray now. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll wind up up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on a catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
So these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Murray now on 1st down. And this this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Out to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
And he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 31, Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
He goes underneath to Freeman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down. Jackson swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check back, back 6, exit. Back 6.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Play action. Now it's Murray rolling to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. A final shot before half for Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being... inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Buying, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2nd and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Edmonds will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Could have been up one with a point after, but they go for 2. It works.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, the slant complete to Green. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
To throw, it's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. Past the 20.
Bring it!
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Let's go touchdowns, baby.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 89 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Cardinals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Being chased out left. Murray has the first down and more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
he's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Murray. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray going deep for Hopkins.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Haskins will throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23, and he'll be out right at the 35.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Murray now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard.
Offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On second down, this is Harris.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Harris. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Haskins. It's brought in by Harris. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Hard running at the 15.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They run with Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now Haskins to throw it. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be
wide open, complete, and he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes.
Touchdown! It's complete. Chase Edmonds, 28 yards. And the Cards on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now Haskins. Harris has it over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Haskins back to the air.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
On the return, Isabella. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. On the return, Isabella.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going,
and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Murray now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action with Haskins. His throw incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, it's Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Haskins to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field, but once you get into the red zone, that's where they really clamp down. They come up with the interception there, but you know about this crew. They're playing modern defense, taking care of the red zone third.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way